Good morning, guys. Actually, I think it's afternoon now, but I am off to Dambly's now. I printed out some labels. I got a lot of the pots, labeled for the peony roots, because that's what I really need to nail getting done today. Because basically, once I get those in the pots, I can put those babies right outside. I discovered something with the labels that I was using. I tried using the Avery weatherproof labels because I was going to be putting them outside, but I have to say they don't print well. Whatever ink is on they're supposed to be compatible with pretty much every printer, but I don't think I have the correct type of ink, because when I try to print out the QR code, you can't, my phone can't recognize it on the waterproof labels. Now with the regular shipping labels, it picks it up just fine. So I did some labels on the Cafe Creme Digitalis, and I had those outside. We've been getting rain, we've been getting snow, and I went out and checked the labels, and actually the labels look fine. So, I mean, I'm sure they're probably wouldn't last from year to year. I'm gonna probably have to refresh them, but I'm trying to be economical with the whole label thing, because yeah, I could use Avery to do them waterproof, and I'm sure if I send it to them, it probably, they have the correct printer, so it probably would print out correctly, but that's additional cost that I'm, saving by doing it myself. So, maybe next year when if my budget can be larger and, I have a little bit more going on, maybe I will just get them done that way, because, the waterproof obviously would be the best one. But, the regular ones seem to be working kind of fairly well. So I'm on to my way to Dambly's because for two things. Number one, I need to get some potting soil. But the other thing is that the tree peonies, and I don't know why I didn't think of this, but the tree peonies can't be in a 2-gallon pot, and I should have gotten, a smaller amount of 2-gallon pots, which is what the rest of the herbaceous and the intersectional peonies are going in, and then gotten some 5-gallon pots. So I'm gonna go to Dambly's. I know they had 5-gallon pots in here when I was here last, and so I measured the roots to like 20. I measured the tree peonies from root to tip. It's like 22 inches, and so I'm just gonna play around with it. But when I actually tried putting it in the 2-gallon pot, it was like, well, I'm not trying to put the root like on the very bottom, and it's just, there was so much sticking out. It just didn't look right. So I think it's gonna be 5 gallons for the tree peonies. So that's that. So I need 10 of those. I've already printed out the labels, and then I can start potting this up and getting these outside where they need to go. So anyway, I'm here. I will catch up with you guys later. Okay guys, so I left Dambly's. I got the 5-gallon containers. They were actually cheaper than what I thought. For some strange reason, I thought they were like $5 a thing. They really weren't. And so I got 2 bales of the Pro Mix. Yeah, so the guy who was trying to help me out was trying to calculate how much soil I need, and he was just like, oh, to fill this many, you need, I don't remember how much he was telling me a huge amount. And I was just like, so I kind of, because the thing is, I had a paper that told you how many containers a bale would fill and that sort of thing, and I'm like, really? Because this chart is saying it'll do this. And he was like, oh, so because he was trying to get me to get loose soil, and which I guess would be okay, but and maybe if I were if I had a machine or something, that might work a lot better. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I think that's a little bit more than what I need for right now. So I don't know. I'll say, at the end of the season, I'll calculate how many bales I went through, and go from there. It's just right now, they do apparently have this sort of bag they can fill it in where you can get it, but I mean, how would I get that home, and how would I get it out of my car? But I think it requires maybe a forklift. Well, I guess they could probably, if they delivered that to me, I could just cover it. But anyway, there's a lot of logistics that I still have to work out with this whole thing, but I'm trying. So I'm on my way home now. I think what I'm going to do is, I do have some leftover potting soil. You know what, I really need, you know what, I do have some empty, oh, you know what, I do have an empty container, like a plastic container that I can kind of do, you know, a mix of things, so I can get these things, you know, potted, and I'll just have them outside and that sort of thing. So yeah, and then I can start the sap process. So excited about that. All of my lisianthus are up. I remembered that I have this whole thing of liquid bone meal, so I got to start spritzing everything to get that root development going. And yeah, I'm probably going to need some more labels though. I have to maybe stop at Staples. Well, I don't have to do that today because, quite frankly, I probably won't get it done today, but I can definitely start potting up the rest of those lupine, because I have to spritz those things like once a day. This would be twice a day, because their roots are just drying, you know, drying the medium out so much. So, but I'll have to look online to see where I can get like bulk mix and that sort of thing, because that's the way it's going to be going from this point forward. I kind of would prefer bags, because that way when I'm doing stuff, it's not like I have a greenhouse where, you know, I can go in some place and like have all the dirt and do this. Right now, like if it's cold, I got to do it inside, you know. Like today is gonna be a day I could probably do parts of it outside, but yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, hopefully everybody else's Saturday is going well, and yeah, I'm just really excited to get these in the ground, and you know, looking forward to seeing some sprouts on them, because I'm pretty sure they're of a size that they should bloom this year. So that's that. So, but yeah, so I'll check in with you guys later.